Has anybody noticed how Uber rides have gotten so expensive, but drivers are making less and less money? How does Uber pull this off? Well, I could tell you how they're using advanced technology and surveillance techniques, but it's really just psychological torture against their drivers. This is part of a process that Cory Doctorow calls enshittification. It's a term used to describe why, everything around us has become enshittified. And shitification is when a platform starts off great. It's great for the users, it's great for the workers. They try to get people in, they try to lock them in by treating them well. Then they start cutting corners around the people that work there. And then after that, they move on to the next stage where they really start cranking things up. And then it's even worse for the user, so the company can shift more and more profits to itself. The results are worse service, worse pay, and more tricks because now the platform is optimized only for itself and its own profits. Listen to Cory Doctorow explain how Uber has done this when it comes to drivers.
Found Uber drivers, they sort themselves into two buckets. They call themselves ants and pickers. Ants are drivers who take every ride that the app offers them. Pickers are people who are picky. And the Uber app is trying to do the same thing these nursing apps are doing. It's trying to infer the level of economic desperation of a driver. And so at random intervals and in small increments, it offers drivers lower per mile per minute rates. And if the driver takes it, that's the new ceiling. And it starts to tire that price down. And the idea is to do it in these small steps so that whatever it is that allowed you to be picky about rides, is you stop doing. You get rid of those side hustles. And so you become more and more dependent. And as the wages push down, you end up in this circumstance where you have to drive for Uber even when it's not profitable. Uber wants to shift its costs, right? Normally, if you're a cab company, you've got to pay drivers to circle the road, even in slow times, because passengers, if they can't get a ride in a slow time, they won't call you during the busy times.
You heard that right. So Uber is using these tricks to get its drivers to accept lower and lower fares to the point that all they could do is drive Uber, even though they're making less and less money and they're sitting out at the street with no customers. That's enshittification, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a scam. Keep an eye out for these things because the number one step in beating a scam is understanding the scam. Stay safe out there.